Do I collect rainwater? I don't know if you can see it, but I have no rain gutters, and I'm going to install them before the autumn here. And I'm gonna get some kind of containers to store the water. Probably rain barrels, but like really large ones. And for the smaller house here, maybe in a container, a box, but we will see. An IBC container, but we will see. But in general, yeah, I want to collect the rainwater because we could collect really a ton of water here. Because the rain is usually very intense here in Donbass. Just in general, the weather is very intense here in Donbass. And when it rains, it often rains a lot and it just disappears. Do I plan to run a car workshop in the future? Perhaps. Before I came to Ukraine, I had this dream, I guess, I was working towards, and that's running my own restoration car workshop, so to restore old cars. Yeah, I would like to do that in the future, but I'm also thinking about becoming an English teacher after all this. But I'm not sure. As you can see, my English, my English isn't perfect either. But I could think becoming an English teacher or to restore cars in the future. To add to that, I have an oldtimer myself. Well, that's an oldtimer too already, but I have an old Audi 100, and yeah, I love oldtimers. I would never want to drive something new, and yeah, I just love oldtimers. How do I heat in winter? I already moved in when it was really cold here, and I have 2 electric heaters, so it's just heating elements with a fan, and they are just this big. It's enough because I only heat like one room with it, and that's good. I don't know how efficient that is, but it shouldn't be too bad. And yeah, I'm fine with it. I have water lines here, which and mounts for big heating elements. I don't know what they're called, but the heating elements got stolen and the boiler got stolen, so I could just replace it. It got stolen before I moved in, by the way. I could replace it, and I was thinking in the beginning I should do it because it shouldn't cost that much, but now I'm thinking it's something maybe for the future. I don't need it. You can just use electric heaters and it's enough. Yeah. I got asked if this anime shelter here is just my side project, what is my main work? So our main work is supposedly evacuation, but because the front line is barely moving, people don't really evacuate. And when the front line is moving into Russian controlled territory, people don't really evacuate either. But it depends on the situation. When the front line stops moving again, then some people evacuate, but in general, we currently don't really have many evacuations, so we are doing other work, and that's supporting the army with all kinds of stuff, from clothing to generators to food, even power banks, medical supplies, all sorts of stuff, whatever I can get my hands on. And then there's another project to support the military that I cannot talk about yet, but I hope that you guys get to see it soon. And yeah, that's what we do. This animal shelter is more justification for me to have this house. It cost 4,000 euros. And yeah, I just don't want to live here. I want to use it. And one way to use it is to use it as an animal shelter. And that's what we're going to do here. And we're going to take 1,000 dogs from Bulleda, so that we make a difference locally, instead of just taking 1 or 2 dogs from one place and doing it all over Ukraine. It doesn't make sense at all. So yeah, I just want to use this property to its full potential. That's why we're making it animal shelter. It's also for you guys, so that the money spent is well spent. And I would feel bad if I would spend 4,000 euros of your money that some of you worked really hard for, and only use it to live in it. That doesn't make that much sense, so this is becoming an animal shelter. It also helps with our main work, because we don't have many costs for this to help these dogs, because I have one veterinarian that I can go to and they do almost all of it for no cost for me. I just have to get drugs for them, and that's really nice. And dog food I usually get from NGOs, so yeah, you don't have many costs there. And we get a lot of donors, new donors, who have discovered us just because of this work, who donate to us without saying like, hey, this money is only for the dog shelter, or this money is only for military work. Because first of all, I would not be able to manage all that, like manage which funds go where, and that's just wild. And secondly, because none of you read, I think most of you just trust me and us, and that's really nice, and I thank you all for that. I'm really grateful. And yeah, we get new donors because of this work, and we use it to support the military. And of course also for this animal shelter. Like, I'm spending some money on the driveway here, I'm spending some money on a lawnmower, even though really safe on that. I just spent 100 euros on a lawnmower. And like small purchases that just consume some money here. But yeah, a lot of it goes to help the military. So yeah, the next thing is you want to see the trees. So I'm gonna take you now. I will show you what I talked about, the grease pit here. So this is a grease pit in the future. So the basement collapsed. They didn't put foil here over the ceiling, so it rotted really badly and it just collapsed at some point. So I collapsed the rest of it. So I took down the rest of it as well, and I demolished the entrance here. And I still have to make these blocks small and put them all in there. And I'm going to take down some of these walls here, left and right. And I'm going to make proper walls because this is really weak and shitty. And take down this entrance here. And then this is becoming our grease pit, and you can, it looks tight and it is a little bit tight, but it works. You can actually drive here and get on top of here. I already had my car parking ramp standing now, so I know that it's possible. Yeah, so I have one tree here. I don't know what it is. I don't really know trees well. I don't know what it is. It's just some random tree. Yeah, this tree is alive, even though it's not in the best condition, but generally it's pretty okay. I think the problem here is that this tree got a lot of water from the roof, from the dirt it was. There was really several tons of dirt. And when it rained down on that, the tree took the water from there. You can actually see the roots here. And I think what I have to do is remove some of the asphalt here and put Turstone here, or what it's called. It's bricks that allow water to come through. This is where I'm getting my water. And this is where I'm showering. And we have another tree here. This is a walnut tree, but I'm not sure if it's going to survive. It was already not in the best condition. And now that I removed some of the dirt here, it's starting to die, I think. I don't know what to do. I'm watering it regularly. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. Then we have another tree here, which I don't know what it is, but it has some kind of fruit. If you can call it fruit. But I don't know what. This is. Trying to focus on it. Doesn't want to focus. So yeah, I don't know what it is. Then we have. I'm building an entrance here. Not entrance, a path to the toilet. Oh, one tree I can show you. I have to censor the background again. I have this amazing tree. So most of you are probably not going to know what it is. I knew what it was just a few days ago, but I forgot. And this tree is so nice. So we have these fruits here. Which turn black. My focus is so bad today. And then you eat them. They taste very similar to raspberry, I think. A little less fruity. But regardless, really nice. I'm just eating some right here. So yeah, today I think I will have to collect a lot of these. I have no clue how to do this. But yeah, I should stop eating. I'm gonna edit into the video what kind of tree this is. Then we have this tree, which is not in the best condition either, and I don't know what it is. It has... Oh, this actually looks like apple, doesn't it? Apple maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's apple. But yeah, there's a lot of bad stuff on it. Oh, look at that. This one has fruits too, actually. So yeah, I don't know what this is, so I have no clue. Or maybe that one is apple, I don't know. Then I have one tree here, which is the same one. Then here I'm building a high beet, I don't know, elevated beet, I don't know how you call it, and I'm gonna put flowers here. Lavender and poppies. Not puppies, poppies. Yabba yabba! Yabba yabba! Yabba! My camera settings are not ideal. They have concrete, as you can't see because it's bright. And yeah. So this looks very wild here. I can't show the background. It's so much work and it's so hot now. But yeah, we are getting there. I will. What on earth is this? Look at that. My focus doesn't want to. What on earth? What is this? Very interesting. Autofocus. I have no clue what this is, but it's something. It looks very interesting. It looks eatable. And I have I don't know what this is. I'm not really well informed about trees and stuff. I don't know what this is. It just has no fruits. I showed you this tree. Oh, and then we have a small tree here. I can't tell the background there. But I don't think this is an actual tree. This looks like, we call it Hecke in German. You don't let them grow that big, you just put them along a fence or something. It does 100% look like it. I don't know, maybe it is actually something. Oh, what's some here? I'm gonna eat. Oh, look, this is a big one. But yeah. Actually, it tastes a little bit like Stachelbeere. It's like a berry that has a lot of spikes. Another one of these. And then we have cherry trees here. So this is one cherry tree. My grandma said they look like Sauerkirsche, which is, I don't know, sour cherry, I don't know. Focus doesn't want to work. So yeah, they're pretty small, but just gonna try one now. Yeah, they're sour. So yeah, this is all cherry here, which I'm really happy about. And this is a cherry tree as well, but it doesn't have many fruits. Maybe it needs more water, I don't know. And yeah, everything along here is cherry. And I have some cherry near the street as well. That's pretty much it. Like it's, I think in Germany it's not that much. Here in Ukraine, like usually every tree that you see has something to eat. Or it's useful in another way. Like people usually don't have useless trees here. So let me just adjust the camera setting here. So this is concrete from yesterday. This is concrete. Underneath here is concrete, and this is all concrete. Oh, you can't even see it, can you? Yeah, so here's concrete, there's sand and gravel here for making it. Yeah, I'm slowly repairing the driveway here so I can move my Audi to the garage. And this garage is absolute terrible. So first I was thinking about extending it and to make it longer so that I can actually put a car in here. But yeah, the roof is not far from collapsing and it just doesn't make much sense. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it down, use the bricks to put underneath the fences everywhere so that dogs cannot get through, and put everything else in our nice little hole here. And put a carport here, and I would like to put a carport above this as well. Obviously not as tall because there's the trees here and I don't want to cut too much branches off. But yeah, carports. It's just a roof without walls. I think that's more than enough. Here we maybe put walls on it because so we can close this off. This little wall that I made myself, and everything. Yeah, I did not ever work on it, so it's growing wildly. I don't know what kind of stuff I have there. I don't know. I'm not gonna show you now. This is jungle. But hey, it's good for insects and shit. So. But yeah, that's it. I don't have too much more to show, and this video has become way too long again, of course, but thank you all for asking questions, and thank you all for donating and making all this possible. Thank you very much. Bye.